Hello, boys and girls. Today's story involves birds. But since we're growing chick eggs, I would like us to think about how are the birds and the chicks the same? How are the birds and the chicks different? The title is A Nest Full of Eggs. Blue eggs. I wonder if they're going to be robins. A nest full of eggs. Listen. Cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. That is the song of a robin. It must be spring. Up in a tree outside my window, a pair of American robins is very busy. They are gathering dry weeds and twigs. They work carefully but quickly. It's almost time. If you look in the tree, you can spot the nest. The female weaves the weeds and twigs together with bits of mud that dries like glue. She adds more mud, pressing it with her breast into a cup shape. Then she lines the bottom of the cup with a bed of soft grasses. There, the nest is strong, safe, and snug. Now it is ready. I wonder if this is the dad watching. Over the next few days, the female robin lays 4 beautiful blue eggs in the nest. She is sitting on the nest now, keeping the eggs warm. Her mate is close by. We were right, that is the dad. He sings loudly, warning other robins to stay away. You see the kids watching out of the window. Now remember, our eggs have to stay warm, but we don't have a chicken to sit on them. They're inside an incubator, but this mother has to keep her eggs warm. Inside each egg is a tiny new life. It is growing very fast. The yellow yolk is its liquid food. Look at the kids looking at a picture of it, a diagram. The clear albumin, which we call the white of an egg, is its watery cushion. Day after day, the mother robin sits on the eggs, patiently waiting. It must be nice and warm in there. That white part in the middle is the beginning of life. Do you see the tiny dot in the middle? That is the robin starting to grow. So kindergartners, this looks very, very similar to our chicken egg. Oh, look inside. Here's what it looks like at 3 days. After 3 days, the life begins to look like a head, a backbone, a heart, and eyes. Already the heart is beating. Oh. 5 days. It has a beak, 2 wings, and a tail. It is beginning to look like a baby bird in there. Can you see how the bird is starting to take shape? The eye. 8 days. After about 8 days, the robin is completely formed, right down to its little cute toes. By the 12th day, the robin has grown so big, it is squeezed inside the egg. It has used up all its food and space. That is so interesting to see. Listen. Peep, 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 peep. A tiny beak is breaking through an eggshell. The eggs are hatching. This is what ours will look like a little bit. Crack! Out rolls a baby robin. Soon there are 4 wobbly little robins in the nest. Their parents feed them worms, berries, seeds, and insects. But the hungry nestlings are always peeping and squawking for more food. Oh, look at how the parents bring them their worm and drop it into the bird's mouths. Think about, is that how we're going to feed our chicks when they're born? In a few days, the baby robins open up their eyes. Soft, warm down feathers begin to appear on their bodies. Then bigger feathers grow and cover the down. They keep the robins dry and give them color and shape. About 14 days after hatching, the robins have grown their wing and tail feathers. These are their flight feathers, the feathers they will use to fly. Feathers are light but very strong. They are what makes the birds so different from all other creatures on earth. Only birds have feathers. Feathers come in many sizes, shapes, and colors. Look, these kindergartners found some different kinds of feathers in their yard. Look at their feather collection. Think about, boys and girls, will our chicks have feathers that look like any of these? I wonder. I bet you recognize this kind of feather, the peacock. Robins, like all birds, take good care of their feathers. They comb them and straighten them with their beaks. Oh, this is the robin fixing its feathers. And they clean them by taking baths in water or dust. Here's a bird taking a bird bath. Now the young robins are ready to leave their nest, but they are not good flyers yet. They are still learning. For the next few weeks, their parents stay close to them and bring them food. Soon the robins are ready to fly and hunt on their own. Now they can take care of themselves. Next spring, they will find mates and have nests of their own. Birds live all over the world. There are about 9,000 different kinds. Each bird makes a nest of its own in a special way. Birds usually hide their nest where they blend with nature's colors. A bird's nest can be a gathering of leaves on the forest floor. Look how those eggs are speckled to blend in. A woven pouch. Oh, this bird's nest is kind of hidden in the trees. A hole in a tree. A scrape on a rocky cliff top. A gigantic heap of branches. Oh, like the bald eagle. We have those in Dubuque. A floating platform. A woven cup of plants and spider silk. A scooped out hollow in the sand. The ostrich. A cup of mud for the barn swallow. Or even an old shoe. Ah, how funny. You can help robins build their nests. In the spring, leave some grass clippings and bits of yarn and string in your yard. Look for robins picking them up. Watch where they go. You will be able to find their nest. Help robins feel safe by not going too close to the nest or touching it. See if you can tell if their eggs have hatched. What a good idea, boys and girls. I've never done that before. Leave yarn and things outside that they could use to build their nest. As summer ends in late September and the days grow shorter, the robins fly south or migrate. They know it is time to leave because winter is coming. But the robins always return. Listen, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. Spring is here again. What a nice story about those robins. Now, I want you to think about, there were some things in the story about the bird's eggs and the chick eggs that were the same. So take a moment to think about anything you noticed that was the same. Sometimes if I forget, I go back in the story and look. And that reminds me of things. I know that the eggs will be the same because they have yellow, the yolk, and they have a white part. So our eggs grow the same, but our eggs are different because the robin's eggs will have a real bird sitting on them, but our chick eggs are going to be kept nice and warm in the incubator. Boys and girls, see if you can think of other ways the birds and the chicks were different and talk to someone at home about them. And then we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.